Okay. So, welcome to Entertainment with Kelly. I guess it's what, right side live, left side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Welcome to Entertainment with Kelly. You're watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And how awesome I have the one and only author slash poet Caesar Toriano here with us. Or I should do this. The poet community, the poetry
Yeah, you gotta
community
do the
does this.
snaps. You know, get the snaps
Awesome.
going.
So I'm gonna ask you, um, what made you go into poetry?
Well, I jokingly tell a lot of people, like I host my own open mic series every, Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday where?
At, it's as Lyrics and Libations open mic series, and it's at the Raw Space. We do it every Wednesday on 8420 McNichols from
Okay.
7 to 11.
Alrighty.
And
And it's literally when you're on Livernois and 6 Mile, it's literally like 4 blocks. Once you make that right, passing that McDonald's on Livernois, it's literally right there.
yeah,
Go on.
McNichols, and yeah, it's on McNichols, but
Maybe
uh,
6 blocks.
and I try to, and a part of the host is that we not just calling names on the list, is try to inspire people to get up there to share their artistry. You have some people that they're cringing onto their notebooks,
Oh yeah.
and they want to go up there, but they're scared.
Okay.
And I tell them like this, I'm like, you know, all it is creative expression put into language, emotional expression put
Yeah.
into language.
Yeah.
So pretty much, you know, my first poem started with the first "I love you" letter when I was in kindergarten.
Oh wow, kindergarten.
Yeah, like the first, yeah, the first note back in my time.
Mhm.
We had, there's a girl we like to say, "I like you. Would you like me? Would you be
Uh,
my girl?"
And
Yes.
if you like me, check the yes,
Yes,
box.
no,
No.
or maybe. My
Right.
butt, I used to root for maybe. I'm like, just give me a maybe. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you were so adorable. Go on.
And it started with creative expression. Writing a poem, roses are red, violets are blue. I like you. Woo, woo, woo. But that's how I go.
Do you like me too? Woo, woo, woo. Okay.
Well, long story short, taking that, I've been writing poetry most of my life.
Yes.
Um, Most of my life I've been doing it. Write little poems here and there. Always felt it in my spirit. But I've been performing for about 12 years, and part of me wished that I could have got started sooner because I'm like, man, how good I would have been if I started. But like I said, when you start performing, you start doing that, your writing becomes better. And I tell everybody, I'm talking about if you want to do poetry, if you want to speak and stuff like that, it's fine.
Mhm.
Everybody has a beginning.
Yes.
Everybody has a beginning.
Yes.
Everybody's poem started off cat in the hat, even Maya Angelou. It started off cat, green eggs, and ham. But anywho.
Yeah. That is so awesome. I love it. I mean, the good energy and how it all starts when you're a kid. A lot of children don't know. Um, it's like, you have a talent, and whether, it's poetry or you go into rap, and to me that shows like a tad bit of a genius at an early age when you're able to write and say, um, the rhyming, the common sense to know this rhyme with this and try to make it sense, for it to make sense. So,
Right.
it's like, wow, I love it. So, here we are. So, now I have to ask you,
Sure.
when did you get the courage? I know you mentioned when you were younger that you used to beatbox or rap and freestyle like that. So when did that start? Because I'm pretty sure it's all connected.
Well, I was starting to write a little poem here and there, and then rap started becoming more popular when I was a teenager.
Okay.
So all of a sudden now, a lot of people that was trying to write poetry then turned into MCs now.
Right.
So here I am trying to rap. My first rap name was JC Fresh. That was my first.
JC Fresh.
And I beatboxed and rocking out with people and stuff like that. But the first time, actually, it's funny. The first time my folks got up there and performed and started doing rapping, I did a straight Eminem on 8 Mile. The first one, I choked. I couldn't say nothing.
Okay.
And we lost the competition, and I got blamed.
Oh. So it was a group of you.
Yeah, it was a group. I was in a rap group.
Okay.
It was called, this guy named King Toy. I'm like, who names himself Toy? But
right. Like you are asking to get played with a name called Toy, like F you.
But he was my dude. We were just rapping. We were my dude. But what happened was that then it came again where the first time I really kind of I got and performed my poetry was at church.
Oh, wow.
At our faith clinic.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a poem called The Love God Gave.
Oh, nice.
And each letter represented a verse. T is for the times he forgave me for the sin. For one I sinned. The H is for the Holy Ghost that he blessed us within.
Oh, wow.
E is for everlasting life that he gave to us all. L is for liberating our souls at the times that we fall. O is for outstanding blessings that you gave. V is for the vibes that you brought in us that help us to behave. It's been a long since I did.
Yeah. Stop it.
The love God gave.
Making my inner demons tremble. Go on with that stuff, with that talk. But it's beautiful. Go on.
Yes, and I did it at church.
Oh.
And first time performed. Well, it started where the first poetry venue I ever been to, literally, was at the Key Club that's on Jefferson. And I don't know who was hosting.
Now, wait a minute. You're going overlapping into my question. See, and then after
the first time I performed was
you got the nerve. It's been a long time since you've rapped and beatbox and all that cool stuff.
But
and
the
that
first
was
time
much
I went
more,
to an actual stage.
Yes, you had the nerve to do it.
Cliff Bells.
Okay.
That's my home venue.
Okay.
After 3 shots of Patron, I got up there.
Oh, and you are not a drinker. Let me tell you, everyone. This guy, he's like, all the chicks go crazy. Like, he gives the Rick Ross vibes and all that stuff. And he, he probably could, I'm pretty sure he can mess some people up. But anyway, it's, he is a light drinker, he's like, I don't have to get wasted to handle my business. So to hear about him taking 3 shots of Patron, it's like, oh my, he really had to get that liquid courage, because this dude right here is not a drinker or a smoker or a vapor or a anything.
No, I must say that I got into drinking a little bit of meads.
What do you drink?
When I was hosting down at the Detroit Vineyard, I would drink every time I do my show once a week.
What would you drink?
It's wine. It was a mead.
Wine.
I drink a glass of wine. It keeps me relaxed and cool and kept with the flow.
Oh,
it was good.
Yeah, a wine guy. So tough, but still get the class to break out a glass of wine.
I enjoyed the meads. They were good. But it took me 3 shots of Patron to get up there. And when I got up there, I was nervous. My hand was shaking. My voice was trembling.
Yeah.
And I was scared.
That's what I want to feel. Yes. Yeah. Talk about it.
Yes. It took me 3 years to get up there. Because I didn't know where open mic was. So I carried that feeling of want to get up there and perform for 3 years. But I didn't because I didn't know where the poetry venues was.
Yeah.
So I carried that burden for 3 years. And at one time I wanted to get up there.
Is it okay if I vape?
Go ahead, vape away.
Thank you. Go on.
One time I wanted to go up there when I was with, my child's mother took me to my first poetry venue.
Okay.
I was scared and
scared.
And not chicken.
Oh, you chicken. That's okay.
You
know what? When it was time, sorry to cut you off, Caesar, I was like, okay, I'm going to do stand-up comedy. Because I am like, I have people laughing and all this stuff. But when it was time, like a little spot on East 9 Mile. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do it. Go on, go on, go on.
Well, I tell people whether it's comedy, singing, um, poetry, rappers, MC. I tell people rap. You know, what rap stand for. They're like, what it stand for? I said rhythm and poetry.
Oh,
I said we are all poets.
I didn't know that. And I
Yes.
know forever, like I've always said, they're pretty much the same, but you know.
It's rhythm and poetry. It's all creativity. It's all artistry. Even if somebody is painting, you know, you find people painting and stuff like that. They
Yes.
see it. They're painting what they feel and what they see. When we perform, we're painting what we feel, what we see, and we want to express. Same thing
Verbally.
verbally, but we put it into artistry.
Your tongue is your paintbrush.
Yeah. I
And
tell people all the time, artistry is soul food
yes,
and it's healing.
yes,
And I performed. They've healed me in a lot of areas that I thought that was unhealable. And I've seen the seeds that's been sowed through artistry where it helped heal others. So that's why I'm an advocate of Detroit. I'm an advocate of of poetry. I'm an advocate of artistry. I'm a believer in okay, the arts is very important. We need the arts, especially now.
yeah,
We're coming down dealing with this pandemic and it's starting to subside a little bit right now. People's mental equilibrium
yes.
is teeter-tottering and tilting. Artistry has always been a thing for me, as it is for others, to provide balance.
Who is that?
I don't know. I'll bring him in.
Who? Hi, caller.
Hello. I just wanted to say what a wonderful show you have. And I really love Cesar Toriano's poetry. I've heard him before. And I just wanted to say, you're just so uplifting as a young woman and having your own podcast. I just wanted to give you that compliment.
Oh,
I'm Darcella from Detroit.
oh, thank you so much, you rock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday, Darcella.
Yes, and I'll be tuning in every Thursday as everyone else should because this is such a wonderful, informative show.
Okay, thanks. Bye. You
Thank you so
rock.
much.
But bye.
Well, thank you, awesome caller, for calling in.
I think she might have been a little biased, but
Yeah. Like, whoa, was something embarrassing about to come out? Like, but anyway, yeah, it's important what you were saying. You're exactly right. Like, the youth need to know, like, you don't always need a hard beat, and that's where the rap comes in. Poetry, it can take you all over the world, and yeah, I now, speaking of all over the world, I know for a fact your first book sold in Ireland. It was a close friend of ours, Shane and Ursil, but still he loved it and he loved your poetry and he loved your book. Tell me what inspired you to write your first book.
what inspired me to write my first book, I written a poem. And I written a book, and it was a blend of my poems I've written that was love and erotic, and it was
Okay.
called The Cake and Chronicles.
Oh yeah, the Cake and
the metaphor.
Chronicles.
And I had each chapter broke down to a recipe, like it's, the dry ingredients, the wet ingredients, the blend.
How you
Each
make a
one,
cake,
how
but
you make a cake recipe.
metaphored it,
And I
yeah.
had the poem sequenced to relate in each chapter.
Nice.
And it was good. Different phases of relationships.
Nice.
Like the dry ingredients, getting to know them. The wet components, that's when the physical aspect takes place in a relationship and getting to know body. Physical, the blend is then when you get to the point to where you like, okay, I really want to get with this person and get to know this person. Let's start, get to know each other, blending, transcending.
Yes.
And then, it's different chapters. And I was inspired by that. And I remember my editor pushing me, the one who edited my book.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shane. Much love to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the people that showed me love.
Yeah.
Lyrics Libation family, Janice, Nettie, hey y'all, what's up?
What's up? I hope you're watching the show.
I was inspired by them. I'm inspired to push myself because even though I was doing poetry, Some people said I was good. I wasn't believing in myself and my artistry as much then. But then
Right.
when I made that step and seeing how effective my work is, how some people like, okay, I really rock with your work, I really rock with your poetry. That gave me more confidence. And then 4 more books later, there you go. So
You are the man. 4 more books and top sellers. I love it.
thank you, thank you.
I love it. So right now is the time. I'm gonna read my script. You are watching Entertainment with Kelly on the awesome WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, and we are streaming to you live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. For all you gamers, take a break from the games and watch me.
Okay.
Like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. Give some thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
And to inquire about sponsorship, just contact us, or advertising.
Yes.
Contact us. Go to WJZZ Cool TV Official at gmail.com. All right. And of course, if you want to call into the station, you're viewing, it's right on your screen, 313-355-6018. So, voila. Brought to you all by Entertainment with Kelly, me, Kelly, WJZZ Cool TV, all that good stuff.
All right.
Yes, so now is the time I'm going to ask you
Yes.
to do an awesome poem for us, man.
All right. So, okay. Okay.
Nothing too
Nah.
risque, because you are my brother.
No, you
This
have.
is my brother.
No worry about that. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a poem. This is a love letter that I've written to all my queens, all my sisters.
Nice.
Shout out to the black women. Shout out to the ones possessors of the Eve gene. Much love. You know what the Eve gene is? It's the original gene that connects to all different races. Only the black women possess that.
Yeah, dope. It's dope. I love it.
This one is called Original Love. Blackberry molasses caramel ghost skin. Sun blushed of a red bone blush. Delicious dark skin. Melanin passion and epic fashion. I hear my queen calling. Be one with me, king. Be one with me, king. Many concessions of many complexions. A combination of many tribal blends. Let this encounter take our desires farther. Back to the first intimate interlude in the Garden of Eden. I want to be forever bonded by the beautiful skin that you're in. My heart calls for that original love. My soul calls to be embraced by black beautiful love. A queen who I can emotionally bow before her feet. The author of virtuous love, possessing the power to make a brother feel strong while making his knees feel weak. Her elegance and intelligence is just incredible. Just something that no basic woman can reach. You see, I yearn for cocoa melanin skin on skin. My heart called for that mahogany caress, drawing the best of me within. Run your soulful figures through the crowns of my locks, while I'm captured by the beauty you have within. Beautiful hues of black, brown, light skin, and caramel infused are the canvas of my desires. So to my Oshun, my Nefertiti's, my Cleopatras, my missing red side, this king calls for you. For I will bow to you to no end. Bathe myself in the beautiful essence of you. For true love was founded in the cradle of your civilization. But you're my salvation and my soul inspiration, my beautiful mahogany love, you see. Blackberry molasses caramel ghost skin. Sun blushed of a red bone blush. Delicious dark skin. Melanin passion and up in fashion. I had my queen calling. Be one with me, king. Be one with me, king. Here's on that one.
Rewind.
Yes.
Don't rewind.
I'm not.
Because I'm going to ask you to do like 2 more. That was awesome. I love it. I mean, super awesome. You rock.
Yeah, that was you know, I used to see people do love poems or whatever to showcase for the sisters, and me, you know, I love my queens in all shades.
Mm-hmm.
So that was me just, you know, wanted to acknowledge all the sisters, whether you light bright, caramel, brown.
Caramelite. Yeah. Rep my set. Oh no, can't drop this on the floor again.
Yes, that was a representation to the. That was that poem. That's called Original Love.
Beautiful.
Actually, that track I got it with music. That is on my SoundCloud. Caesar Toriano, you go to SoundCloud. I have a few of my poetry, you know, some of my work there on SoundCloud. So go check that out. And, you know, let a brother know how it is.
You heard that? Can you repeat that one more time for me?
SoundCloud is on our SoundCloud. Caesar Toriano.
What's this? Hello?
You told me to call in the text message.
Hang up. Hang up. Thank you for calling in. You rock.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, bye. I'm outed.
That is funny.
Thank goodness I had something to drink before I came in.
That is funny.
I'm sorry, WJZZ Cool TV. I'm so sorry.
It's all love, but like I said, writing.
I'm trying. I did a group text message as in to the new viewers that I have to call in.
Ain't no thing, but
show support.
It's all good, but it's all about, you know, connecting with the work, artistry, writing, and performing, and you know that's what brings me joy to that. You know what I'm saying? It's doing those things. So yeah, it's all about love and connection. Now, you said you had some more you wanted me to do, another poem?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, yeah, you can do the one I like. I like F This Cake. It's several, but don't do that one. But do something a tad bit more, you know.
Okay, I got it.
Something that's not so deep, but at the same time it's fire, you know. All your stuff is fire, but you know.
This is one thing that always.
Oh, you have a caller, Caesar Toriano. Hi there.
Hi, my name's Arte. I was just calling in. I just have one thing to say to Caesar.
Yes.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
Oh,
What's,
can't say that.
what's the rest of that?
Can't say that.
Go ahead. Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
you can say it. They're
You
not
can.
censored.
We're not censored.
Okay, well, here we go. We're going to go to this. This poem I'm about to do is actually a true story. Based off, the joke I always tell people is like all superheroes. They had their origin story, like Peter Parker was bit by a spider. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, my boy.
Blade's mama got bit by a vampire when she was pregnant, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody have how they became that superhero. So does Captain Save-A-Ho. He had
Captain Save-A-Ho. We don't save these hoes. Whoa.
And this origin story is based off that. A poem is the self-intervention of Captain Save-A-Ho. The name of this poem I'm about to perform is called Fuck This Cape.
Fuck this cape.
Per caller request.
All right, I'm gone. I just wanted to hear that.
All right.
Bye.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a stupid motherfucker. Man, fuck this cape tied around my neck. A symbol for suckers is disrespect for all type of women to see and elect. You see, I've been leaping from tall single bounds all my dating life. Strife, is what came to me for trying to save the unsavable, morally capable, sickly, selfish father fuckers. Here's my story. I was raised in a house full of women. Let me repeat. I was raised in a house full of scorned women that was abused by men in their past. So they task that they had for me is don't be like your father or your granddaddy or Uncle Mo. I was fucked right out the gate. With the anger they had for men, they used to tell me, give your last to a lady. Treat her like a queen and call her baby, but never did they say make sure she was worthy. Used to tell me, make her breakfast in bed. Spoil her from her head down to her legs, but never did they say make sure she was fucking worthy. Brahma never came to me and said, watch out for these trifling hoes and different area codes. Can will use you and abuse you till you hate your fucking self. Man, fuck that damsel in distress. Because under those cries of duress probably lies a hot fucking mess.
Yep.
You see I flew through the air without a care trying to rescue those kryptonite bitches?
Ooh, fire.
These villain tentatives with the soft-spoken words in their lips saying that I was the best boyfriend they ever had. More like the greatest victim that ever stayed. I didn't just save it with my money. I saved it with my heart and my time and the tears that I shed when they told me how to ex-abandon them. But you know what I realized, y'all? They were smart that I was the dumbass nigga. So many times I performed CPR and light bills, gas and phone bills, to have enough breath to revive my own shit. But I can't blame them for everything, real talk. Because as some of my own baby sister told me when we were both young, if you got a sucker, lick it.
Yes, lick it.
You see, I'm the one that made the choices. They ignored those inward voices. That little tiny voice that kept telling me daily, don't do it, my nigga, she's a hoe. I'm the one that made the choice to adopt the doctrine of henpeckness. Where I listened to every bit of broken word, everything that was taught to me and said. So now that I see, and now that I truly believe, that not all women are worthy of saving, that's why I'm putting this fucking cake down. Peace on that one.
Awesome. Fire. Rewind.
You silly.
I love it. Yeah. It's sad to say, I don't judge people, but it's some hoes out there. You gotta be careful and watch out for them.
There's a joke I always tell
sluts,
sometimes.
Some dirty sluts. Go on.
There's a joke I always tell some people when I do the sports, especially if it's a crowd full of women, to make sure I create a balance.
Yeah.
I tell them, okay, you teach your children to respect women, love women, uplift them. But also...
Women, not
yeah,
sluts.
but also have the whole talk with them.
Oh, okay. That's right.
That's the joke. So it's about self. That poem is about knowing your self-worth.
Yes.
And self-love.
Yes.
That's the premise of that poem. So yeah, that's that one.
I love it. Fire.
I didn't did my share of saving back then, but
all right. You heard that, shots fired. Sluts, you want that smoke, you got it. Caesar Toriano is no longer cashing out that dough like that, only to real good women.
Oh, I ain't got it like that, so
Okay. Yes, let's accept this caller. Hi, caller.
Hi, I'm calling from North Carolina.
Thank you.
You're just amazing tonight as usual, our host.
Thank you. You're amazing for watching me. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to ask the poet, the myth man, Caesar himself, what's his favorite poem? If he could pick one of his favorite poems, that would be wonderful.
One of my favorite poems?
Yes. And could we hear a little bit of it?
Okay, I'll tell you what, I have one. This poem I'm about to do was one that I've written where it really had to help me to become a better father. I still have issues of being a father, but this poem here gave me better understanding.
Yeah.
To try to be better. This poem I written was about my older son, connected to my third born. And the name of this poem is called Blue Love. It's accepting that, my son at the time that he'd be special needs and coming to grips with my other son that's special need as well.
Well, Asperger's, yeah.
Asperger. And as a father, as a parent, the one thing we worry about, as we raise children is, are they gonna be okay or good when I'm gone?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
the name of this is called Blue Love.
All right.
He understands my love. He know daddy cares and would never put no one above him. For the world may deem my son as a misfit or crazy. But when I look in his eyes, all I see is my baby. My image unblemished when he was first born. Performing his birth cry as he resided in my arms. You see, his essence was so beautiful to me. With such certainty, as an infant, he grabbed me by my index finger. And I remember thinking that as a baby, his grip was strong. Not thinking that he had to carry on in society, dealing with special needs in this world, and this reality keeps this man up at night. For among everyone in plain sight, my eldest son lives in his head. In an environment that he's not alert, he can wind up hurt or dead. Care is naiveness that goes unsaid, thinking everyone has his best interest at heart. Trusting everyone because he has a big heart, not understanding this world can be cruel. There's just some people out here that act like stupid fools, and let's just be real, some act like they are born sadistic. Users and abusers that feel so empowered with their ignorance. So what the fuck you think they have planned for my seed? You see, I rocked the blue ribbon in April, but whatever hurt them, protect them from being hurt and bleed from a crime of cruelty. For all he wants to do is love everyone in between his stem and spell. I will go to hell and fight Lucifer himself to give my son the ability to be aware of himself. Climb the highest mountain, swim the deepest sea, snap the neck of the kraken so my son can be balanced emotionally. To live a life without strife that won't take his kindness for weakness. Anything of value I will humbly relinquish. With meekness to myself, I humble myself and ask the Lord many times why. But when I finally realized, I cried and made me immortalize the Lord 10 times more and more. You see, God doesn't just lay his most beautiful store of souls just at anybody's door. For I knew my son was special when I first gazed upon him. When his tiny hand grabbed me by my finger limb, looking at me ever so confident like, Daddy, it's gonna be alright. It was I did not see the light of the love shine on or off my firstborn. Through any raging storm, he believed in the best of us all. That's why every night after I turn on my lights, on my knees, I humbly fall and I say, Lord, thank you for my child. Peace, that was it.
Fire. I love it. Caller, are you happy?
Very happy. I'm in tears. I have a few tears. So it speaks to a lot of us with children that have special needs, and it's amazing. And they don't have, and to let them learn that they don't have disabilities, they have different ability.
Yes.
So thank you so much, and
Thank you
bye.
for calling in, caller. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you. You know what? Like, I follow Fat Joe on IG, and it was so awesome. Like, he, gave a shout out because his son has autism. And then, we have all of these cool people. A lot of people don't know, like Bill Gates has autism, and awesome Elon Musk and Kanye West, and all of these great people. So it's like autism people, people with autism, like they're really organized and they just rock. And um, they're like the billion and trillionaire.
Well,
So
you know the thing about it, where people that's on the spectrum, um,
what's this? It's word. Yeah, let's answer. Hello, hi
Hello?
caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Hey, y'all on there spitting fire. I'm a first time caller, long time fan. Hey man, hey, y'all on there doing it.
Thanks. What's your name, caller?
Oh, this is big word.
Big
This, you know what I'm saying? We all go way back. I knew Caesar when he was sexy chocolate. Sexy chocolate spit, hey man. He been a romantic from
Oh,
day one.
oh yeah,
they
fire.
used to tease me that
Yeah,
everybody would wear,
yeah.
the Adidas hat.
The host on there. I remember every time I would get ready to go out with my friends, and she would always run out, and she would tell my friends, "Don't get me in trouble." And then all of a sudden, she'd just hold up an L, because y'all looking at the young, sophisticated Kelly, but I know when she was a little girl, like Linwood down. You know what I'm saying?
Let's keep the gangster hidden. I'm trying to
But
sell
yeah,
something. A
y'all
brand.
doing a great job. I'm telling everybody, I'm texting everybody now, trying to get them to lock on to you or whatever. Keep up
Yeah.
the good work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was my
And
old.
and Caesar, let them know. You know all that stuff about them hoes and not trusting them. You know you got that from me. You know what I'm saying? Cause let's tell the truth now.
Yeah. I don't trust these hoes either. Guys can be hoes too.
Yes, they can. All bitches ain't women.
Yep. Yep, that's
All bitches
right.
ain't women.
That is
You see what I'm
right.
saying?
I,
Yep.
I have a few
God
of
bless
them.
you. Y'all stay safe, man, and hey, we'll be watching.
Thank you for calling in. That was my
Thank
old.
you.
That was my old rap MC partner.
Yeah. That's right. All bitches ain't women. I love it. I love it. It's the truth.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. I love it.
Yeah, much love.
Oh my goodness. So it's something I have to ask you about your hair.
Yes.
What made you want to do dreads? They're fire, they're long. To me, it doesn't matter, but I mean, you know.
Okay. Well, as you know, I've always felt comfortable with hair on my head.
Mhm.
Always felt comfortable.
Mhm.
Back when we had high top phase, my fade was that high. I was
Yeah.
in kid and play mode. But what it was that back then when I was young, they had a stereotype about dreadlocks. Okay, people who have dreadlocks, they look unkempt and don't look sanitary and things like that.
Wasn't business like
Wasn't
all
business
that
like.
stuff.
And all the ones you saw on TV was the ones, even though I believe I love all locks, but they only showed like the kind of Rastafarian style, some of the ones that's kind of rugged,
Yeah.
where it's together. But it was one time, as this one brother I knew. Oh, you have a caller.
Yeah, let's go for it. Hi, caller.
Yes, I'm calling to speak to Caesar Toriano to ask him a question.
Awesome. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Keita, and I'm from Detroit.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in, Keto. Go on.
I I don't know if many people know this, but I know that Caesar Toriano has a second passion, and that's culinary.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
He's an excellent cook, and it's been a rival of mine for several years over several dishes.
Oh,
So I
wow.
would like to know if you could put anything far as in poetry concerning food. What would you put in the food? I mean, would it be devil's food cake or something that's
Or
decadent, or would
angels
you
or
put
anything.
something to mind in poetry concerning your favorite meal?
Well, I actually did
The Cake and Chronicles.
the Cake and Chronicles. That book was broke down like a recipe. to where
Wow.
it was both dry ingredients, wet components, the blend, the rye, just desserts. That was like the end. It's a blend I did that I kind of broke that down into a recipe format. So, cooking I do enjoy. I got to really get back into the rhythm of cooking like I used to be.
Yes.
I know you was a phenomenal cook. I just knew how to cook a couple of dishes just to get away with it. But, right now you went from being, upper echelon cook to now you just like goddess-like character. I mean, goddess-like powers right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, my hat's off to you too, and the success of your poetry and appearing in several venues all over the country. And I am just so happy to see you on Kelly Entertainment with Kelly.
I'm happy that you have me. I feel blessed to be here.
Thank you, beautiful caller. I'm happy you called in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I love your show.
Thank you. You rock.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, but hey, poetry, it's always been something that's been, been foremost in my life. I tell people, you got to have your soul food. Whether you do poetry, I remember at one point, you loved creative design. You love designing clothes.
Fashion design, associate's degree in it.
Yes.
A waste of money, but
no,
because you don't need a freaking degree to design clothes, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's all about. I tell people all the time. Okay, with poetry. You don't need to be okay. I went to college. I took creative writing classes, and I was a part of the Saul Williams workshop, the Ghost of Maya Angelou. It was on my ear, or all that. All you have to do. The first poem that was probably written, in my opinion, was a person with feelings, and they wrote it down or they expressed them.
Yeah.
In artistic matter, they expressed it. They created a flow.
Yeah.
And you don't have to, it starts off with just emotion, a thought, then put it forth in words, write it. Some people are phenomenal poets, but they're more literary poets. They write. And their work is best taken when people read.
Yeah.
Like me, I like to write a blend of different poetry. I even like to write haikus.
Nice.
Now, you know what a haiku is. I know you know what.
Yes, of course.
There's just one haiku I've written. That's a couple. Now, that's a little bit on the risque side, but not too bad. But mind you, it's only 17 syllables.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
There's one. Where's the one? Now, you count with me the syllables.
Okay.
Because it would be 7.
Making my brain work,
and
I have something to drink. Okay.
It's supposed to be 5 syllables, 7, 5.
All right.
Okay. A king lusts wetness.
Okay.
A queen yearned to be levied.
Okay.
7.
All right.
Queendom soaks kingdom.
Okay.
There's 17.
Fire.
There was another one, and I'll leave it alone. Tease your desires. Let me be your bedroom bully. Let me beat it up. There you go.
Short and straight to the chase. All of Caesar's ladies, I'm pretty sure you've heard that.
I think one time I wrote one saying it doesn't take 17 syllables. It doesn't take me 17 syllables to say you. I love you. Something like I did like that.
Yeah, that's fire. You're just a pure talent, and I gotta say, you are the man. I thank you for taking time out and coming here. And you are an author of several books, but we'll go into that in a minute. And I'm just like super thankful you came in, and you are watching WJZZ, Cool TV Entertainment with Kelly right now. And I mean,
also,
it's just fire. Sure.
You can find me on the big 3, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
All right.
under Caesar Toriano.
Fire.
Yeah, thing I like to do on my Facebook is do post of open mic venues that's going on in the city.
Yeah.
I try to keep people plugged in. I have a group on Facebook called In the Loop Poetic Haven, and in that group, people post different venues that are going on. Right now, we're 3,000 members strong right now.
Nice.
So that also, as I mentioned earlier, I do my open mic series every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
From 7 to 11 at the Raw Space. Beautiful space, good energy, good people. Shout out to E. Shout out to the Lyrics and Libations family. Nettie in the house. That's the owner of Nettie Work Artistry Entertainment.
Nice.
And our little sidekick co-host, show some love to Denise Gibson, a.k.a. Fun Size Diva. So I thank y'all.
Janice.
I'm done, yep. I'm done promoting. And much love to everybody that always show me support and love. I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Much love to the one and only Caesar Toriano. And once again, you are watching Entertainment with Kelly. This is Entertainment with Kelly. I'm Kelly on WJZZ Cool TV. And so, can I get one more poem out of you?
One more.
All right.
I'm going to do this one. This one is a little, not too risque, but actually it's a good point to this poem. It's funny, you'll be laughing at this one. When it comes to artistry, whatever how you express it, you know, it's just great. I'm gonna pull one out and actually started off where it ain't gonna take long. That's why I'm pulling it.
Cool.
Okay, it ain't one of those long ones, I promise you. All right, where you at? This actually started off with a question I was asked when I was in an intimate situation, and the question was, "What that mouth do?"
Oh gosh, I don't want to hear this. Go on.
But there's a message behind it.
Okay.
It's a message, you gotta listen.
Okay.
So after that, long story short, it inspired me to write this poem. So this one is kind of funny too.
Okay.
She said to me, "What that mouth do?" Me thinking, I wanted to say, unleash the keys to paradise. Enlighten your mind while seducing you at the same time. Turn a bedroom desert into a drowning hazard with tricks of honey and ice. I can bless your ears with phenomenal tears of poetic magnificence. Discover the sweet secrets in your wet undervest. They snatch your soul while you explode from my oral excellence. I can wield works of art from the arcs of my creativity. Show you the power of life or death just by verbally expressing myself. This mouth has wondrous abilities. Take your attention spans and make it putty in my own hands. Craft and mold your imagination just by surgical shifts of my tongue. Quote to you conscious soliloquies of black history. Make your panties moist and undone for my own more amusement and fun. She wants to know the pedigree of my soul-snatching abilities. The talents of my tongue. What that mouth do? And I smiled as I winked and replied, a lot. Peace on that one.
Fire. That was great.
Now you see the different message in that?
Yes, I do.
Even though it's kind of that.
Yeah, it's her mind speaking
Right.
to her.
It's not just something on that.
That's intimate, sensually.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it. I done dipped in my poetic bag as deep as I can go so far for today.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, you are watching Entertainment with Kelly on WJZZ Cool TV. You all rock. Tune in next Thursday at 8 p.m. We love you. Thank you.